This week, Lara's feeling the pressure in her eyes.
And if those eyes are feeling the cold, how about some anti-fog sunglasses?
Talking of headwear, here's a 3D printer fit for a queen.
And when is elephant ivory not from an elephant?
When it's from a 10,000-year-old fossil.
Chris has the tech to tell the difference.
If you were just handed that, could you tell?
No, not immediately.
Yep, it's going to be a mammoth show.
Those of us who wear glasses know exactly how annoying it can be when they fog up.
Everything goes somewhere.
So here comes the technical bit. Condensation occurs when water vapour from your sweat, breath, or the environment around you lands on a cold surface. As it cools, it changes into tiny drops of liquid, forming a film that looks a bit like fog. So how do you stop this? You could use a spray or a lens cloth. This could help for a little while, but what if there was a more permanent solution?
Lenses are relatively cool compared to your breath, especially when the outside air is cold. So in order to see things properly, we need to go outside.
We're heading to the stunning Alps to meet the team from ETH Zurich to get hands-on with their glasses. This solar-powered innovation aims to end fogged-up lenses.
Okay.
And we're here to see it in action.
Traditionally, surfaces are coated with water-attracting molecules, which attracts an even spread of condensation. This is how regular anti-fogging systems work. This new method heats the surface, preventing condensation from humidity forming in the first place.
50% of the sunlight is invisible. We're not seeing it with our human eye. It's in the infrared, and we designed a coating that absorbs this infrared energy, heats up the surface, and thereby can prevent fog. And the whole mission or vision behind our coating is actually to make something that's durable, and in comparison to existing anti-fog solutions, which you always have to reapply, you use your plastic bottles, and we provide a durable one-shot solution that lasts forever.
So this coating absorbs radiation, but how do you ensure that it's absorbing enough radiation but not too much heat where it's impractical?
Yeah, it's a subtle balance. Obviously the energy is limited to a certain extent, so you cannot heat up to 100 degrees Celsius, but we can tune actually how much infrared our coating absorbs and thereby also change the effect on a temperature.
The coating is extremely thin. It stays perfectly clear, but behind the scenes, it's busy warming up to block fog. No fog, no fuss. But how does it work, you ask? Well, it's all in the layers. Now picture this coating as a burger. The patty in the middle contains gold and has the important job of soaking up all that radiation. The bun around it boosts the absorption, keeping the precious metal safe from wearing out. Tasty, right? Maybe we should have made burgers rather than muffins. Oh well.
We're also looking into the car sector because, on the one hand you have the windshields that fog up, and it always takes a while until they defog. But then you also have sensors like radar systems, or also in medical devices when you have a human breath that can deteriorate the signal.
This sunlight-powered coating could change the way we see things, quite literally. So, could this be the solution we've been waiting for? The future could look a whole lot clearer, powered by a little bit of sunshine and a dash of gold.
Wearables have been trying to help us be our best selves for years. Now, though, it might be time to dig deeper.
not my usual attire. Now, there's plenty of technology out there to help us track our health, but with an increasing focus on ways to either prevent disease or at least identify it early, I've come to visit one company that's hoping to provide low-cost scans. So instead of the thousands of pounds that they can cost, a full body once over for just a few £100.
But how useful are they? Nico Health was co-founded by Spotify founder Daniel Ek, so unsurprisingly has tech at its core.
All right, so first we'll be starting with the body scanner.
This wasn't what I was expecting. It looks more like a dance floor. This wall of cameras is responsible for over 2,000 2D and 3D images, so it'll be able to map all of the moles and lesions you may have on your body,
and the AI system will flag anything of interest alongside an actual doctor checking. The scan is also looking for inflammation with its thermal imaging cameras.
We're trying to bring in 21st century technology and use data to create a very personalized health experience. And who better to sort of guide us through that than Daniel, who's done exactly that, but for music.
Robe back on. That was bright and quick.
Then bloods are taken and zoomed off in a tube. Eye pressure is checked along with blood pressure and grip strength, which they consider a marker of how you're expected to recover from serious disease.
Great.
Then there were a load of cardiovascular checks, an ECG, plus some fancy machines that we weren't allowed to film in action.
We want to get as much high-quality health information out in as shortest amount of time possible in the cheapest way possible. So we use any technology we can find to deliver that.
So that's the laser radar machine. I'll be pinpointing these laser signals at different parts of your body to measure something called the pulse wave velocity, and it will help us have a better look at your cardiovascular health. And last but not least, we've got the tissue scanner. So this will help us have a better look at your metabolism and your microcirculation beneath your skin by using light waves in different frequencies and wavelengths.
Hi, Laura.
Hello.
Come on back in.
Then you meet the doctor in a pod who presents you with a lot of data, advice and your avatar. Apart from my grip strength needing some work, I had a screen of optimal readings. Then came a good nose inside my veins. And hearing this.
Sounds like thunder.
So nice, strong, healthy heart sounds.
There are specialists and further tests available on site for anything that needs escalating. I wondered how often that might happen.
We went through all of the scans that we did in our first year in Sweden, and we published all of our outcomes. And what we found was that for about 1 in 100, so 1%, they had an immediately life-threatening condition that they were unaware of. For about 10%, they had something seriously going on that was undiagnosed, and we helped them get the appropriate care as well. And for about 80 to 85%, they were in good health.
Medics are increasingly embracing prevention, but some don't feel that availability of full body scans, not Nico's specifically, but any, are the best solution.
You can't go what I call fishing, which is just put somebody through a machine and hope for the best. You have to be looking for something, looking for a disease that's important. What happens is you pick up coincidental findings that are normal, but you end up having more tests and more tests. I think what we should be promoting isn't these scans, but is actually people getting wearables to start understanding their body indices.
The traditional medicine would say, oh, if someone is healthy, it's unnecessary that we're checking things. And we kind of think the opposite, that helping these people stay healthy, that's actually the most important thing for the future.
This fusion of AI, tech and human doctors appeared to do the bits that it did well. But on the flip side of overdiagnosis, how about what it can't see? Digestive issues, women's health, maybe other cancers. Warning signs might show up in blood tests or be raised in a consultation. But amidst what aims to be a comprehensive once over, there are still limitations.